Hello, English learners, and welcome back to English Podcast Rise. I am James, and I am truly pleased to have you joining us today. As you know, real conversations are one of the most powerful methods to build your fluency, comprehension, and confidence in English. Today's episode presents a serious, real-life conversation between James and Catherine at the airport, a common situation for many travelers. Please focus on listening first to catch the pronunciation, sentence patterns, and expressions. Then play it again and repeat the sentences aloud. This method will help you speak more clearly and naturally over time. Let's dive into today's conversation.
Hey Catherine, how's your day going?
Hi James, it's going pretty well, thanks. I had a slow morning, but now I feel more active. I made a big cup of coffee, listened to a podcast, and did some writing.
That sounds like a good routine. Do you usually start your day like that?
Yes, most of the time. I really enjoy mornings when I can sit quietly, drink coffee, and listen to something in English. It helps me wake up slowly and get into the right mood.
That's a great tip. And it's also a good example of how people can learn English speaking easily by adding small routines like podcasts to their day.
Exactly. I think when you make English a part of your daily life, it becomes more natural, like listening, repeating, and even thinking in English.
Totally agree. So let's talk about daily English conversation. What are some things people talk about every day?
I'd say people often talk about food, work, the weather, and how they feel. Simple topics, but they're real and very useful for everyday life.
Right. For example, this morning I said to my neighbor, "Good morning, the weather's nice today, isn't it?" And he smiled and said, "Yes, it's finally sunny."
Yes, that's a perfect daily English conversation. It's short, friendly, and it helps you connect with people.
You know, Catherine, I think many of our listeners want to speak better English, but they don't always know what to talk about.
Yes, I agree. And the truth is, you don't need complicated topics. Daily life is full of great things to talk about.
Exactly. Like, what do you usually eat for breakfast?
That's a classic one. I usually have yogurt with fruit. Sometimes I make eggs if I have more time. What about you?
I usually eat toast with peanut butter and drink coffee. Simple but good. And that's already a full English sentence learners can repeat.
Right. I eat toast and drink coffee. Easy and useful.
Here's another one. What time do you start your day?
I usually wake up around 7:30. I start working around 9. How about you?
I'm a bit earlier. I wake up at 6:30 and try to start working by 8. But I need coffee first.
Same here. And this next one is a good question too. Do you talk to many people during the day?
Not really. I have a few meetings online, but most of the time I work alone. I do try to call my parents or send a message to a friend.
That's nice. I'm the same. Not too much talking, but I like to check in with people. Even a simple message like, "How's your day going?" is a great way to practice.
Yes, and it's natural English. Okay, last question. What do you do to relax after work?
I usually go for a walk or watch a show. Sometimes I listen to music or podcasts like this one, especially in English.
That sounds really peaceful, Catherine. I like the idea of sitting without your phone in the morning.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Even just 5 minutes of quiet helps me feel more present. How about you? What's your usual morning like?
Well, to be honest, mine starts kind of messy. I usually hit snooze once or twice. Then I rush to make coffee and check emails.
Oh no.
I always think I'll change it, but I kind of enjoy the rush in a weird way. Like, my brain wakes up when I have a bit of pressure.
That's fair. Some people work better under pressure. But do you have any quiet moment in your day?
Yeah, in the evening. Around 8 or 9, I like to turn off my laptop, make tea, and just sit on the balcony. No music, no noise, just me and the night sky.
That sounds lovely. Do you live in a quiet area?
Pretty quiet, yeah. I can hear birds in the morning and sometimes kids playing in the afternoon. It's peaceful most of the time.
I love neighborhoods like that. Mine is kind of busy during the day, but it gets really calm in the evening too.
Do you usually stay home at night?
Mostly, yeah. I like cozy nights, reading, watching something, maybe calling my mom.
That's sweet. I try to call my parents once a week, but I forget sometimes.
Life gets busy, but even a short message means a lot.
True. By the way, do you ever cook at night or do you just order something?
Depends on the day. If I feel lazy, I make a sandwich or a salad. But when I have more time, I like cooking pasta or something warm, like soup or curry.
Nice. I usually cook once or twice a week. I'm not great, but I can survive.
That's all that matters. And cooking is actually very relaxing, I think.
Yeah, if you have music and no rush, it's like therapy.
Totally. I like putting on a soft playlist, cutting vegetables slowly, and just forgetting the world for a while.
That's real peace. Hey, if you had a perfect free day, no work, no emails, what would you do?
Ooh, a good question. I'd wake up late, go for a long walk by the sea, have lunch at a cafe with a good book, maybe take a nap, and then meet a friend for dinner. Nothing crazy, just soft and simple.
That sounds amazing. Mine would probably be something similar. Maybe a walk in nature, lots of food, a bit of music, and definitely no screen time.
That sounds perfect. By the way, did you hear from Mark recently?
Mark? Yeah, he messaged me last week. He's still in India.
Wow, still? How long has it been now?
Almost 5 months. Can you believe it?
That's incredible. I remember when he first said he wanted to go, I thought it would be just a short trip.
Same, but I think it changed him. He told me that India made him slow down, made him see life differently.
That doesn't surprise me. There's something very deep about being far from your usual world. Did he say where he is now?
Yeah, he's in the south, in a small village. He's staying with a local family. He helps them cook. He goes to the market. Sometimes he just walks for hours without a plan.
That sounds like a dream. No schedule, no pressure, just living.
Exactly. He said something that really stayed with me. He said, "For the first time, I'm not trying to achieve something. I'm just being present."
That's powerful. And honestly, we forget how to do that. We're always chasing the next thing, the next project, the next post, the next plan.
Totally. Mark told me he deleted all his social media. No Instagram, no Facebook. He said it was hard at first, but now he doesn't miss it.
I admire that. It takes strength to disconnect, especially in a world where everyone is always online.
And you know what else? He's learning Hindi. Not from an app, just by listening to people and repeating what they say.
Wow, that's such a beautiful way to learn. No pressure, no grammar books, just conversation.
Yeah. He said some days he just sits with the family and listens. He doesn't understand everything, but he said something interesting.
Yes, learning a language isn't just about rules. It's about feeling, about rhythm, about being open and not afraid of making mistakes.
Exactly. If you want to know how to speak English fluently and confidently, you have to let go of fear and speak often, even if it's not perfect.
And listening every day helps a lot. That's why this is more than just a podcast. It's your daily space for fluent English speaking practice.
So true. If you're looking for an English improving podcast, you're already in the right place. So keep going. Listen again. Repeat with us. That's how you learn English quickly with podcasts.
Thanks for joining us today. And remember, small steps every day lead to big results.